Debris flow is one of the most terrifying natural disasters. Today, let's delve into debris flows and how to perform on-site first aid measures when facing a debris flow. A debris flow refers to a type of special flood that carries a large amount of solid material, such as mud, sand, and rocks, caused by precipitation on valleys or mountain slopes. Debris flows occur most frequently during the rainy summer and autumn seasons, with the peak period between June and September each year. During this time, heavy and frequent rainfall causes a large volume of water to rapidly converge, providing sufficient water for debris flow formation. In China's southwestern regions, rainfall is concentrated, leading to a higher frequency of debris flows. Mountainous areas are particularly prone to debris flows due to steep terrain, fragile rock formations, and relatively low vegetation coverage. During heavy rainfall, loose soil and rocks on the mountain slopes are easily washed away by water, forming debris flows that rush down the valleys with great force. Debris flows pose two major threats. 1. Destruction of infrastructure. The powerful impact of debris flows can instantly destroy houses, bridges, and other structures. Large amounts of mud and rocks can bury houses, leaving people homeless. In rural mountainous areas where houses are built along slopes, entire villages can be leveled by debris flows. Debris flows can also damage roads, power lines, and communication facilities, hindering rescue efforts and cutting off the affected area from outside assistance. 2. Threats to human life. Debris flows carry rocks and trees, which can easily sweep away or bury people. Even if not completely buried, people may suffer injuries from being struck by rocks or from prolonged entrapment, which can result in severe injury or death. Now, let's learn about on-site first aid measures. On-site self-rescue measures during a debris flow. 1. Recognizing warning signs before the disaster. Warning signs typically precede debris flows or other geological disasters. For example, after continuous rainfall or a downpour, if you hear an unusual rumbling sound in the valley, similar to a train passing or distant thunder, this may be a sign that a debris flow is imminent. Additionally, sudden interruptions in river flow, the river water becoming muddy, or abnormal rises in water levels are also warning signs of danger. If you are in a potentially affected area, evacuate immediately to higher ground, away from valleys, river channels, and other hazardous areas, and take precautionary measures in advance. Two. Evacuating quickly when disaster strikes. When you notice a debris flow approaching, immediately run toward the slope perpendicular to the debris flow's direction. Never try to run upstream or downstream along the valley. If you are walking through a valley and notice strange noises, sudden interruptions in the flow of streams, or a sudden surge in water levels, evacuate quickly toward the sides of the valley. The faster and higher you climb, the safer you will be. 3. Finding a safe place to shelter. If you don't have enough time to evacuate, quickly grab onto a nearby tree or other solid object, or take cover behind a strong obstacle. For example, large boulders on a hillside or the remains of a solid building can help shield you from the impact of a debris flow. However, be careful not to take cover at the base of a slope with loose rocks or large accumulations of debris. 4. Self-rescue after being buried. If you are buried in a debris flow, stay calm and conserve energy. Try to free your head from the debris to ensure smooth breathing. If your mouth or nose is blocked, carefully clear the mud around your face to avoid inhaling more debris. If your limbs are trapped and you cannot move, avoid struggling, as it could trigger further sliding and bury you deeper. Try to make noise by knocking on nearby objects to alert rescuers to your location. Keep track of time by silently counting in your mind to maintain awareness and avoid panic or losing focus. On-site mutual rescue measures during a debris flow. 1. Searching for survivors. After ensuring their own safety, rescuers should promptly search for buried survivors. Identify survivors' locations by calling out and carefully observing the scene. Pay attention to any cries for help and look for exposed clothing or limbs among the debris. 2. Conducting rescue scientifically. Avoid blindly digging with your hands or tools to prevent causing secondary injuries. Carefully remove rocks, mud, and other heavy objects pressing on the survivor. Protect any supporting structures around the survivor. If using simple tools like shovels or wooden sticks, handle them with care to avoid further harm. 3. Providing emergency medical assistance. After rescuing the survivor, immediately treat any injuries. If the person has no pulse or is not breathing, perform CPR immediately. If there is bleeding, quickly apply clean gauze or a towel to stop the bleeding with pressure. If the person has a fracture, avoid moving them unnecessarily. Instead, stabilize the fracture with a simple splint and wait for professional medical personnel to arrive. After a debris flow, deteriorating sanitary conditions can lead to the spread of bacteria and the outbreak of infectious diseases. Post-disaster infectious disease prevention measures. 1. Ensuring water source hygiene. Water sources are prone to contamination after a debris flow, so it is essential to ensure the safety of drinking water. Prioritize drinking bottled water. If bottled water is unavailable, water from wells or rivers should be boiled and disinfected before consumption. Avoid contact with sewage and refrain from washing hands or clothes in contaminated water. 2. Maintaining environmental cleanliness. Promptly clean up garbage and waste in the disaster area. Use chlorine-based disinfectants to spray and disinfect surfaces such as floors and walls. Regularly ventilate temporary shelters to maintain proper air circulation. 3. Practicing personal hygiene. Maintain good personal hygiene habits, including frequent hand washing, especially before meals and after using the toilet. When possible, take a bath and change clothes regularly. Avoid eating raw or cold food to prevent foodborne illnesses. Finally, let's summarize what we learned today. This lesson covered the dangers of debris flows, on-site self-rescue and mutual rescue measures during a debris flow, and post-disaster infectious disease prevention. Understanding these key points and on-site first aid measures will help you protect yourself and assist others when danger strikes. Keep this in mind and stay calm when facing natural disasters.